Coach, there will be time for reflection, certainly as the season goes on, but for what might be the final time in the East Bay, it is opening night of the NFL season here in Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
On the ready. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 91 is the Mike. Woo! Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on the first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Mike 54. Double dog. That's the way.
This time Jackson will throw it. Looking deep downfield. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spike the ball at the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. From the shotgun, it's a give the ball. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders, they've been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. And this rivalry also stands as the most common pairing for Monday night games like we have here, 18 times, the most of any two teams. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I want to work.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Again, has it complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On second down, it's Bell, and they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
On third down, Trubisky. That's complete. It's Bell. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro from the left hash, a chip shot here. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Go. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult play to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Mike 91. Let's go, D.
Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson on 3rd and long, being chased out left. He's going to look deep for Perriman. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Rashawn Perriman, 79 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. A first down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, it's Bell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it to the 1st and 10. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the Broncos first down.
Check 91, 91. Mike 91. I know he ain't got it. 91 is the...
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cameron Batson, 41 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Lets it go for Nelson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now Trubisky on 1st down. A screen to Bell. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This one into the hands of Ginn out wide. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Broncos 43-yard line.
I got it. Man left. 4 down.
Here's Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the the 45-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. I got you, son. Shut up.
Here's Jackson to throw. On the move to his left. Now he'll pull it down. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
On third down, Jackson. That is caught. It's Perriman. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down, Broncos.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Out. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Kill.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now it's Jackson. He'll get this complete to Batson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
It's just me and you.
Now a play fake here on first down. Lets it go for Nelson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. He completes it to Nelson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup at 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Too little, cut.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep. They've got his man. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3. SOS.
From the gun, Jackson will take a shot for the end zone. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 10. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
First down, Broncos.
Mike 91. Let's go one more. 91 is the moment. Check 91.
They'll throw in first down to Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They go play action. Trubisky. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Trubisky now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's first and 10 here. Throwing here, Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Well, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll expand their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. They'll go again with Bell. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. It's Trubisky. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, from what we've seen thus far, this is not a formula for winning football. When you have more turnovers than points scored, that's a tough way to try and win a game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check 88. Check 88. Watch tight end.
Jackson now. The throw again. And This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's up in it after a gain of 4, up to the 25-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down. And that's caught inside the 35. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
That's another Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Broncos 14, Raiders 3.
Me and you all day. I'm coming out.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Nice 50. Good track. Ran. Watch the shit.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Greg Olsen, 34 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the #1 thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Ready? 54, right there. 54, Mike. You ain't going nowhere.
The football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This time, Jackson will throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That would be the time to do it.
There's the first NFL grab for Andy Isabella. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
And the Broncos first down.
Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Touchdown!
Andy Isabella with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos push further out in front. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go!
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He's got a first down inside the midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rashard Robinson with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll throw over the middle, taken in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. With 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and 9. Jackson. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's go.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short game. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Go, 180. Not here.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Hooked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 4.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use final stages.
Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. And watch that.
From the gun, Jackson trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Back to the success they had on the second play of the drive. I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle of the block as the defense just did that?
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Let's put that team on the bus. 54.
Jackson will throw again. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to...
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory.